Okay, how many puns do you think I can say to encompass what happens in this episode?
Please don't.
Okay. We're back, working on the worst room in my home, turning it from a real-life junk drawer into what I hope will be my dream cottagecore inspired pantry laundry room combo. It has been a journey in this room, but today we are making some polished changes. We're painting the walls, we're adding new flooring, and I give the window a trim deserving of a cottagecore special. All I gotta do is start right now, in this very moment.
Let's go. We need to paint.
But I am tired.
Then take a nap.
And roll the tape. Boop. DIY friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are back in this multi-purpose room. I don't even know what to call this room anymore. It's a laundry room, it's a pantry, it's a mud room, utility space, I don't know. If you guys got better suggestions on what we should call this room, please leave them in the comment section below. But we are finally making some big changes in this space that are going to affect the room in such a big way. Last week, if you caught the episode, we finished the ceiling, we painted the ceiling, we leveled the floors. I finished out the laundry space with my dad. There was a lot of work off camera. I have finished the laundry area, so it was ready to be primed. So to start this episode off, we are gonna be painting this room, but we gotta prime everything first because we do have some exposed drywall areas. So we gotta prime, and then we're gonna bring in the neutral base color. If you remember in the last episode, I did talk about 3 color options. I picked a neutral base because I love a good neutral base, and then we can bring in color through the use of furniture and accented elements. So I'm very excited to see this room come together. I just wanna get started, so let's get painting. We're practicing the 3 P's today. We're priming, we're painting, and patience, which I got none of, so let's get going. Woohoo! Okay, so we're cleaning those walls down, doing a great job there.
Thank you.
Great moves, love to see it.
Dinner and a show. I'm here every day. Tip your waiters.
Okay, we're priming, baby. Talk about prime content right here. I know. Saying goodbye to our sleeping lady. Bye-bye. What is, can I take this off? Come on. What is this? What is keeping you on here? Is there a screw? No, the screw's underneath this. Oh, gosh. Ooh, what does that button do? Don't press it. Don't press it. What does that do, though? What happens if I press that? I'm gonna try not to sound like a broken record when it comes to priming walls or surfaces, but it is a very important step. I talk a lot about the importance of primers in my last episode, but I saw some comments about, well, why not buy a paint and primer in one instead? Well, let me tell you something that I've learned about paint and primers in one. It is not 2 separate products mixed together to create one super serum paint. That's a little bit of a too good to be true situation. Paint and primers in one is just higher quality paint, and it includes more binders that helps the paint stick and cover more on your wall. But these types of paints don't replace the chemical properties of a true primer, especially on raw drywall or patched areas with drywall compound. I would say a paint and primer is great for spaces looking for a repaint. You're painting on top of an already painted wall, but not for new surfaces or rooms like mine that need a good consistent base coat to start over in. We want a nice consistent look, and I don't want to waste my expensive paint having to do unnecessary coats that could be avoided by starting with a good primer first. Hi, boo-boo. What are you doing? Did you come to say hello? Speaking of Kenobi, I'm just taking a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Better Wild. So anyone who watches my channel knows my dog Kenobi. He's my trusty shop dog, and he's my best friend. He follows me everywhere, and honestly, I can't imagine my life without him. He's the best boy. So I always make sure that he has the best supplements possible to support his health. So Kenobi has seasonal allergies, which gives him really itchy paws and skin in the spring and fall. He starts to lick and bite them all the time. time. So I started giving him the Better Wild supplement allergy chews for some relief. He loves the salmon taste, and I like the fact that he gets digestive support with natural ingredients. Now, here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize. Allergies and digestion are directly connected. In fact, 90% of dogs' immune systems live in the gut, which means if their gut is weak, then they're way more vulnerable to pollen and dust, mold, even our own dander. So that's why I like Better Wild. They don't just mask the problem, they go after the root cause. Their allergy relief soft chews combine 4 powerhouse ingredients that work together to strengthen Kenobi's gut and support his allergy defense. And the best part, these supplements are science-backed and vet-approved. So I know that I'm giving Kenobi something that's safe and effective. So if your dog struggles with itching, paw licking, or skin flare-ups, go to betterwild.com/DIY October or click the QR code on screen for an exclusive Better Wild offer. Use code DIY October at checkout. This stacks on top of an already discounted pricing when you subscribe. So this deal only works through my unique link. It's the biggest discount that they offer. Honestly, Kenobi is a happier pup in the changing seasons now, which means that I can focus on problems without having to worry about him scratching away in the corner. You're happier, aren't you, boo-boos? Yeah. You happy? Okay, friends, we are officially so primed that I'm feeling optimistic. I don't know if that joke landed.
Optimus, you want to see something funny?
No.
Everything's looking good and very, very white. I'm actually kind of shocked because that primer, look how well it did over top of all of the color splotches that I did. This wall it did me dirty little, because when I put on the first layer of primer, I started to realize that there was still some leftover wallpaper remnants and it was starting to peel up. So I had to let the first layer of primer dry, and then I went back, I sanded this whole wall again and then re-primed it. So this should not give me any more issues. I don't know, I'm crossing fingers, but everything looks pretty good. This wall, I feel like I maybe could have done a second coat, but I don't think it's necessary. It was only the upper area that I was a little worried about, but all that to say, I think we're finally ready to bring the final colors of choice into this room. Vanessa's gonna be helping me, so she's gonna actually start painting the ceiling a lovely white. I'm going to cut the ceiling with the white, and then I'm going to switch over to cutting the walls then with the wall color. And then once Vanessa's done the ceiling, she's gonna start on the walls, and then we'll kind of finish off on the walls together. Hopefully this teamwork gets it done super quick, because I don't want to paint anymore. So let's cross fingers, and then hopefully we can stop watching me paint on this channel, because I'm pretty sure we're all getting bored. Because I am. I mean, there's just no way to make painting more interesting. Or is there? Be interesting, be interesting, be interesting. Dang, whoa. I'm interesting. Look at me go, so interesting. More passion, more energy, more.
To be or not to be?
Oh.
That is the question.
It is.
I bite mine fun at thee, sir. Take thee to a nunnery.
Okay, friends, the ceiling is officially done. Shit's still drying, so there's a couple spots that obviously you can see some sheen, but overall, I think it's looking pretty good. So we're moving on to the walls because we're getting close to the end of the day, so I'm hoping this is gonna go quickly, but we got it open here, so let me show you the color. Here we go.
There we go.
It is a nice yellowy white called cottage white.
Or like someone peed in the snow.
I love this white though, because I didn't want something classic, but the cottage white just had this like warmth to it, which is exactly what I wanted. Let's see that gooey cottage white. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I love it. Okay, here we go. First roll on the wall. Here we go. Ooh, okay, see, did I not tell you it's gonna look so yellow? Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. The room is painted. Oh, and it feels so good. I walked in here this morning and it was like blinding how bright it was. Like it was honestly slightly shocking to me. I was like, it's so bright. I've never seen a room so bright in my house before. It feels so good to finally see the black wall gone and all like the ickiness. It's just nice, it's cohesive. I like the color. Yesterday while we were painting, I was like, whoa, this is like really yellow. Even this morning, I was like, whoa, this is really yellow, but we need to trust the process. And if anybody at home is thinking, whoa, that's really yellow, trust the process, because yes, this feels yellow right now, but we also are comparing it against a warm yellow subfloor, which is about to change today, because once we get the flooring in, I think it's gonna cool it off a little bit. But once you get things in here and all the other elements, the warmth, that yellowy kind of goes away, and it just gives you the feeling of like, why do I feel so good in here? Okay, so let's talk about the flooring. So if you guys remember, I've been kind of showing some inspo photos in my intro. I haven't really like talked about those inspo photos in any depth or form. So I wanted to pull up one photo in particular that I was obsessed with. I love the tone of this room, but what I loved in particular was the flooring. And you guys know I have loved checkered floorings from the beginning. Like I did a faux checkered flooring in my entryway twice, and I've just always wanted this look. Now, would I want to put real tile in this room? No, ma'am. But I did find this product. This guy right here, I ordered this from the Home Depot website, and it came pretty fast, but it's the Chris Loves Julia collaboration with floor pops. So in each pack you get 10 tiles, 5 white, 5 charcoal, and they're 12 by 12. And I don't know, I haven't really figured out how to do this. I just assumed it's a peel and stick. Okay, I was like, okay, I didn't buy any like PL glue or anything. So this is a peel and stick.
What's going on right now?
Has a lifetime warranty, it's water resistant, it's trimmable with just a blade, and adhesive is permanent and it's easy to clean. Well, I like the sounds of that. I'm hoping, cross fingers, I did the math for this room correctly and I bought enough. I also ended up buying enough to do the front entryway because I didn't want my red and white painted checkered pattern to offset or like clash with the one in here. So I figured I'll just buy enough to do this and the front entryway so it has a nice cohesive look. So I hope this works. I'm not going to be doing the entryway today. I am just going to focus on this room. I'll probably do it on a later day, but I think these are gonna work. I wanna open these up and show you guys what these look like. Honestly, I'm pretty impressed with the quality of these. They're very stiff. So there's the charcoal one. It's kind of got this marbling effect on it, which is kind of cool. And then it just has a peel off the back and it shows you which direction it needs to go in. Or is that just showing you the direction of which way to peel it off? No, this has to be showing you the direction. Before installing, be sure surface is clean, smooth, flat, and dry before applying. Area must be free of grease, dirt, wax, and other oils and materials. Check. For concrete and wood floors, apply a latex primer before installing. Oh, Probably should have read this ahead of time. Well, that was an unexpected journey, but it's done. We proceed. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is find the middle of my floor. I'm going to put the first piece in and then work outward. And then we just have to worry about the exterior ones that need to be cut at the very end. Okay, one corner down, 4 more corners to go. This actually went so much better than I was expecting to that I'm like kind of worried that I've jinxed it. I don't even know. Is there wood in this room? I got knock on wood. Doing it this way, it lined up nicely. I didn't have to trim any of these pieces, and these were pretty easy peasy to trim. So I don't know, that went pretty smooth. And I'm hoping it's gonna work itself out for the other sides as well, which means we did pick our center point pretty nicely. Everything looks pretty good. I love the way it looks. Oh, it's a dream. I think my butt is gonna hurt tomorrow, but worth it. Okay, here's an interesting thing. So they give you arrows to tell you which way to place them. So the dark ones have these like white marbled things that go across it. So like when you're looking at the floor, then it always has these like white diagonal marks. Now, there's 2 that I think we accidentally went in the wrong direction, but I'm almost thinking it's better to just kind of do it in whatever direction, because if not, then they just look like it almost looks too uniform. Anyways, that's a weird thing to think about. I don't know. I think that kind of the random look kind of looks okay. I don't know, man. It's like tomato. It's a personal preference at this point. And I love chaos. Okay, I got you, bum. I got you, bum. Oh, I love you so much. I just love you so much. I could just squeeze you. You know, like you love somebody so much, you just want to like squeeze their insides out, like until they pop. That's how I feel about. So after deciding I didn't care which directions the tile went in, honestly the process went pretty quick. I mean, I had the application down and the rest of the space was coming together so nicely, but I wanted to explain why I chose this floor over, say, a wood floor, because cost was definitely not one of the factors. And in fact, this flooring wasn't cheap. For 230 square feet, because I also included my entryway, this floor cost me $730, which is way more than I expected, if I'm being honest. I even priced out what flooring would cost, and honestly, it was kind of around the same. What I will say in a positive light is that this floor product is fantastic. It didn't feel cheap. It was super easy to install, and look at it. It looks great. Honestly, I'm super impressed with this product, and I'd give it a 10 out of 10 for ease of application alone. I feel like a pretzel right now. Like,
floor brew. We have a floor.
What do you guys think about the cream color with the floor? Or do you love it, hate it? I kind of like it. If the walls are too white and then you have these like very like checkered white floors, I always feel like it looks a little sterile. So I wanted it to feel warm, and I think the creamy cottage white does that. I'm not gonna lie, yesterday was exhausting. I felt so tired at the end of the day. Like, I know we were just putting flooring down, but oh my gosh, that was so much work. I feel so tired today. Like, I have zero motivation to want to do anything, but I'm also so dedicated to finishing this room so that I never have to call this the worst room in my house ever again. This morning I come down and all of a sudden I see little paw prints, little muddy paw prints that went right across the floor. I was like, dog, are you kidding me? My brand new floor. But hey, I got to test the waters of the cleanability of these, and not too bad. They cleaned pretty well. So that's a good sign, because they are going to get dirty again. Dogs be dirty. Honestly, I feel like when you're a dog owner, you just can't be precious about certain things, and that's the cleanliness of your floors, because even when you mop them and clean them and vacuum them, like a minute later, you're gonna see a tumbleweed of dog hair just go by, and you're just like, I just vacuumed. Let's talk about today. I feel like I've lost a bit of steam, I'm not gonna lie. I would always keep it honest with you guys, and I think that this is pretty normal in most construction-based demolition projects. There becomes a breaking point where you're just like, I got nothing left in me. I feel like I'm there, unfortunately, but I'm going to push. I was gonna say power through, but then I said push, so I just said poo. I wanna push through that feeling because I really wanna get the baseboards on the floor. And I really, really, really wanted to get the window frame on. I was hoping to also get done the door frames, but I just don't think I have it in me today. I am going on a trip as of tomorrow, and I haven't packed, I haven't done laundry, and I haven't done anything. And so I'm feeling very anxious. So I think today, if I just say, you know what, let's get the baseboards done, let's get the window done, maybe, I'll feel good. Like anything else we get done this week is just a bonus. I'll just say, let's go get the baseboard, and let's start doing some, well, actually, I'm gonna get some paper, I'm gonna get some measurements, and then we're gonna go do some cutting. Okay, so one thing with me taking measurements, I have this 1x4 that I am using as my guide, because I'm gonna be using 1x4 for all of the trim pieces. We actually had a bunch left over that we were using to trim out certain areas in the garage, which is why I'm using the 1x4. I've been going back and forth between either staining or painting them. I really wanted to bring like a very cottagey vibe, and I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna stain all of the trim that goes around the doors and the window, and I'm gonna use 1x4 and I can stain it up. It's gonna be gorgeous. But then I kept thinking, oh man, is it gonna look weird to do a wood trim around the doorways? I don't know. The window, I'm feeling pretty confident that it's gonna work out. But I'm still not completely sold that this should be wood as well. Like, this should be stained versus the same color as the wall, or a color, like an accented color. I keep going back and forth, and I'm not 100% sure what the answer is yet. So that's why I'm not making the decision today, but I do know that I'm gonna do the window because I 100% know that I want the window to be stained. And if I don't like it, I'll just wait for it to dry and I'll paint over top of it. Easy peasy. Instead of staining everything and then hating it. But I think once I get the window done, it's gonna tell me whether or not I like it or not, if that makes sense. So either way, I have a bunch of 1x4 that I'm gonna be using for this. So I'm just kind of lining this up to make sure that the baseboard that I cut is the right size, and that I don't have to cut it again later when I'm compensating for the trim. Sometimes I get decision paralysis, so I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna mark that, and then we keep moving. Just look how beautiful this will be. Having a nice piece of wood trim that goes all the way around, and then we stain that up. Oh, it's gonna look so pretty. Okay friends, baseboards went up. Well, they didn't go up, they've been placed. Honestly, I was like, maybe the white doesn't look that bad, but no, they need to be painted the same color. It's gonna be so much better. I don't want them to be like noticeable. I just want them to hide the icky wall ends. I actually have Vanessa out here. She is working in the backyard. She's gonna do all the painting of the pieces while I'm inside. I'm gonna get started on the window. I need to measure the window piece so I know how big my trim needs to be. I also need to create the ledge that's gonna go down here. So I'm gonna get started on that. I feel like we can kind of divide and conquer right now, and let's see how far we can get. So, as you can see behind me, my shop is completely in disarray. I can't find my jigsaw anywhere, so I'm just gonna have to use the next best tool to get the job done, which is my multi-tool. So just know, I would never use my multi-tool. Well, I mean, maybe I'd use my multi-tool to do this, but like, I'd rather use my jigsaw. So this should fit now. I need to sand these, and then we're gonna stain them. And then I think I'm gonna apply the finish when it's on the wall. DIY friends, I don't even think hot mess begins to describe how I feel right now. I am feeling tired, but very happy and very accomplished. I love the wood around this window. Oh my gosh. It just like brings in this like gooey, cozy cottage-core vibe, and I'm obsessed. I love it. I love it with the cottage white. I can't believe the walls are painted. I can't believe we have trim. We have a floor. I feel like nothing happened this week, but then I think I'm just blacking out. Like I just don't remember what I did, and it's crazy to think that like a whole floor went down and we've painted the room, and like it's just wild. once we start to see it come together, I genuinely think we are never gonna recognize this room. Like, I don't recognize this room. I can't begin to describe how appreciative I am of all of you for following along this journey and for watching every single episode, because these things, they take time and I don't wanna rush them, and I'm trying to be methodical about how I do things, because unfortunately it does take a while to reno a room, and what I'm doing is no small thing. So I appreciate everyone willing to come along this journey with me and, you know, give me advice and root me on, because it really gives me the drive. And I hope that I do the same for you and inspire you guys to want to recreate rooms and spaces in your home so that you love your home always. Let me know, what did you think of the floor? I'm curious to hear some thoughts. I feel like, you know, even with the direction of the tiles, maybe, you know, people would be like, no, all of them should have moved in the right direction or the same direction. I don't know. I think that's like literally a personal thing, a personal choice, but it is truly remarkable what this room started as and what it is now. Like, I genuinely can't believe it. And I'm so excited for the coming weeks, because we're gonna start doing custom cabinetry. We're gonna start building in some pantry storage. We're gonna build an entire island that's gonna sit in the middle of this room and just be kind of like the centerpiece, the piece de resistance of this room. And then we're gonna create a laundry area with a custom laundry top, a custom tabletop, and like bring in some vintage pieces. Friends, I'm so excited. So if you're not subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an episode. I hope you're enjoying it. Give it a big thumbs up if you are. And sending so much love to my Patreon crew. Oh my gosh, I love you, my DIY family. Thank you for all your love and support behind the scenes. If you're looking for a community of DIYers to root you on through your DIY projects, then sign up. The link is in my description box. And all that to say, I need to clean this space up, and I will see you all next week. As always, my friends, stay positive, stay creative, and keep on DIYing. Bye-bye.